Hello, hello, my origins here, and welcome to my cook along for weight loss show. And today I've got a summer recipe, and I'm really sorry about the light. My light has actually given up on me for some reason, but it is fairly still sunny, so hopefully you can see me. So today is a very summery recipe is courgette spaghetti. So courgette made into a spaghetti. So first of all, we'll need to make this lovely kind of spaghetti-like courgette, where you can make it a couple of different ways. So I guess if you don't have a spiralizer, you could use a peeler. You could peel and kind of have like a wider ribbons. But if you have a spiralizer, so it could be either vertical standing up like this, or it could be horizontal as well. You can get them. I like the vertical ones because they don't leave any core, whereas the vertical ones, horizontal ones, they leave like inside core. So I feel like it's a waste of a vegetable. So basically you need to put your courgette in there and just start turning, but this is a bit too long, so I'm gonna cut it into two here. And you add the courgette here, press it, and just spin it round to make these ribbon-like shapes. And I'm using my homegrown yellow courgette for this one. So there we go. And there's a little bit at the end that you can, chop up as well. And then I'm gonna do, so underneath I'm catching it all in like a bowl. So it's overflowing here. I've got a lot of spaghetti here. And then gonna add the second one and spiralize it. So yeah, this is a fun and a different way to use the courgette. Because normally you would just chop it, wouldn't you? Or grate it perhaps, but this is making a lighter version of pasta. It's especially great for hot summer days like today, because you can eat this either raw, or you could slightly heat it up, slightly cook it for a few minutes. So you could do it either way, whichever you prefer. Because it's so hot today, we're gonna just make it raw this time. But like I said, you can, cook it for a few minutes as well. So there we go. We've got our spaghetti. And then I'm gonna start on my sauce. So I'm just gonna put my pan on, and we need a can or a tin of chopped tomatoes. Then I've got 2 cloves of garlic that I've crushed here, and we've got some maple syrup. Actually, I need a tablespoon, I remember it. And we've got a cup of basil as well. So that and some salt. We'll put salt and pepper on our plate, basically. So let me grab a spoon. So yeah, so I'm heating our pan up to just heat up, so we fry garlic just for a minute. And in the meantime, while the pan preheats, I'm just gonna chop up the fresh basil I've got. So you just wanna chop it so it's kind of thin, in thin ribbons. Just a little bit unruly. So just want to chop it up into slivers, slices. into thinner ribbons. Right, so that's that done. Okay. So this is heating through. I'm gonna add my garlic. And all you need is just to fry your garlic for a minute. And I'm missing utensils. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on today. We've been having kind of a big barbecue or picnic today with some family, so there was a bit of cooking there involved, so there's a lot to remember. So yeah, so garlic is getting a little bit fragrant and getting slightly browned. So I'm going to reduce it actually, adding my can of tomatoes. So there we go. My can of tomatoes. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup to give just that little bit of, take the acidic edge off. And we'll just heat it through. Smells nice with the garlic. And we're going to be adding the basil as well. And then I'm going to need some salt as well. Let me take this away. So I'm bringing some salt and pepper as well to put on our plate. So that's now starting to bubble. I'm going to add my basil just for a couple of minutes. And the sauce will be ready. So this is such a fast recipe, 10 minutes, and you've got yourself a meal. And like I said, it's a great recipe for summer when you don't want anything very kind of heavy. You want something lighter. So this is perfect. Like I said, we're gonna have these raw, and then you could also. So if you were gonna cook yours slightly, so what you do is you would put your courgette into a boiling water and boil it for maybe a minute or two and drain it, and that would kind of heat through your courgette and cook it just slightly. So you don't want to cook it for too long for it to disintegrate. You want it to just, a couple of minutes to heat it through, and then that would be a warm pasta dish. Whereas this one, the sauce is hot. So actually the sauce, because we're gonna, put the spaghetti into the sauce, that will heat through it as well. But we're not cooking that one as, specifically as well. So yeah, so the basil is wilting. So maybe we'll give it 1 more minute, and that will be ready. So what we'll do, we'll add all the zucchini into the sauce, and then we'll dish some out to taste test. So this is such a simple, but yeah, quite tasty meal. And it's great for weight loss because you're replacing carby meals with this lighter version of pasta. Nice. Just give it another minute because you kind of want the basil to cook a little bit, so it's not too strong. Let me know if you have any summer dishes, your favorite summer dishes, something lighter for hot days like this. We are lucky this bank holiday weekend that it's so nice and hot. It's really lovely. So I've been enjoying as much time outside as I could yesterday. I spent all day in my garden gardening. And today we spent quite a bit of time outside with the picnic, with the family, enjoying food, company. So it's nice. And we've got tomorrow as well, which is supposed to be just as nice. So that's it. I've switched the sauce off now, and I'm gonna add my spaghetti to the sauce. My courgette, should I say. Courgette, as it's called. It's quite a funny name. And I'm gonna give it it's probably, the pot is slightly too small actually for this, for the 2 courgettes that I've spiralized. Slightly too small, but I'll just manage to mix it through, I think. So yeah, so this is so the courgette stays raw pretty much. It kind of warms slightly, but or if you wanted it completely raw and completely cold, then you can just wait for the sauce to cool down and then add it to your courgette afterwards. So that's about it, I think. It's mixed through, and I'm gonna dish some out now to just on a plate. Whoops! Careful. They are proper big strands here. You need to do it Italian way. Wow, look at this. Sorry, I've done it the wrong way. You need to do it Italian way, where you just hold the spoon in there and then twist the pasta like that. Whoa. These are super long. Look at that. Super long. Right. So there we go. So I'm going to do a little taste test for you guys to get some courgette and some need some salt. Some salt in there. It's got the nice sweetness a little bit from the maple syrup. A bit of pepper, a bit of salt. Yum. So because I obviously didn't cook the courgette, it's slightly crunchy. But if you cook the courgette for 2-3 minutes in a pot and drain it, then that will soften it and it'll be even more like true pasta. Yeah. So this is really nice and light dish. So if you try this, let me know what you thought. And if you're new here, welcome to my show. I'm doing Sunday cook along for weight loss shows like this. And on Wednesdays, I bring out a new video every week as well. And a sneak peek for those of you who watch this show, that on Wednesday, my exciting recipe of millionaire shortbread squares is coming out. this is going to be a really, really good recipe, guys. So tune along and subscribe and hit that bell button to see that one. And like always, our motto is that food is fuel. So we need to be mindful of what we put in our body. Thanks, you guys, and see you next time.